Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Saffina Mirsa Sabila, number 31 from 12 Science 4. Today I will present an explanation text about how honey is made by bees for English practical exam. How honey is made by bees? Honey is the sweet and syrupy substance produced by honeybees from the nectar of flowers. Nectar is the sweet juice produced by the glands of flowers. The compositions, consistency, and color of the honey are depend on the type of flower from which the nectar is obtained. Honey gets its sweetness from the monosaccharides, fructose and glucose, and has about the same relative sweetness as sucrose. Bees are the only insect that produce food for human. A bee colony of average size can produce 27.2 until 45.7 kilograms of honey every year. Bees can carry a payload of nectar or pollen close to their own weight. The reason why bees make honey is because they take the nectar also for their food. And then the left part of the nectar from their nectar sac will be poured into the honeycomb. The hierarchical structure of a honeybee colony is three-tiered. There are the worker class bees, which consists of around 50,000 to 70,000 bees. The lifespan of a worker bee is only 3 to 6 weeks, where each bee collects close to 1 teaspoon of nectar. A half kilogram of honey requires close to 1.8 kilograms of nectar. All the worker bees are female. When the worker bees are 20 days old, they begin leaving the hive to collect nectar. So, how is the process going? The bees extract the nectar from the flower by penetrating the petals. Then, the bee sucks the nectar from the flower with the help of its tongue and stores it on its abdomen or pollen sac. A very unique process occurs when the nectar is stored in the bee. Water is drawn in from its intestines, and the bee then produces special enzymes from its glandular system to make the nectar sweeter. When the worker bee is unable to hold any more nectar, she returns to the hive. Then, the nectar is poured into empty honeycomb cells until they're full. Nectar is 80% water, so to make the texture sticky and to prepare a long-term storage, the bees fan their wings to evaporate so that it'll thicken the honey's texture. The bees cap the honeycomb with wax and move on to the next empty comb, starting all over again. In conclusion, that's the process of how honey that we consume every day was made by the bees. Thousands of worker bees can produce over 200 pounds of honey for the colony in a year. Honey has a bunch of advantages for our health because it's rich of antioxidants to help lower our blood systems, good for people who has diabetes, maintain our skin as a natural anti-aging collagen, and also very functional as a skin moisturizer. Besides, this cycle gives advantage for flowers to the pollination or flowers' reproductive systems. So that's all from me. Thank you for your attention. Goodbye.